Hey everyone! Today I'm going to read Kind Mr. Bear. Kind Mr. Bear is a good book. Okay, let's get started. What are we waiting for? Mr. Bear was very kind. When everyone met him, he walked in the woods. He would raise his hat and say good morning and smile his warm, crinkly smile. He always happy to help. That's like me. I'm always happy to help at school. I clean up even when it's not time to clean up. Mr. Bear helped the animals reach things that were high up. He carried things they couldn't lift. He sheltered them from the rain, and he tidied up after parties. When everyone else was heading home, he never made a fuss about helping everyone. He just got on with it. Oh guys, can't you see me that well? Good. Just a minute, guys. Oh. But because Mr. Bear had been in the forest for as long as anyone could, held for granted nobody anymore, Mr. Bear got very tired and a little bit sad. Sorry guys. And then he got ill. His nose was runny, his head itched, and he was very cold. His fire had gone out, but he was too poorly to fetch firewood. Mr. Bear lay on his bed in his cave all alone, and for a long time nobody seemed to care. A tree had fallen onto Mr. Badger's garden. Can you move this tree, Mr. Bear? He asked, but Mr. Bear wasn't there. Squirrel had collected a big sack full of nuts, but it was too heavy to lift up on his treetop house. Lift these nuts up, Mr. Bear, called Squirrel, but Mr. Bear wasn't there. A family of mice were caught out in the rain. Mr. Bear, we're getting wet, they cried, but Mr. Bear wasn't there. Humph, growled Mrs. Mouse, I'm wet through. There's what Bear when we need him. They screeched home, feeling very grumpy. But the smallest mouse was worried. She hurried over to Mr. Bear's cave and found him looking pale and ill and shivering with cold. Oh dear, she gasped. Are you all right? Not really, my dear, but thank you for asking, whispered Mr. Bear. Little Mouse ran through the forest, knocking on all the doors. What do you want? Cried the animals. I'll Squirrel cried, but he's never ill. He always... What do you want? Cried the animals. It's Mr. Bear. He's ill. Squirrel cried, "But he's never ill. He always there to help us." "Yes, but who is there to help him?" asked the little mouse. The animals felt ashamed. They remembered all the things that Mr. Bear had done for them and how little they had done in return. Just a minute, guys. Later that day, Mr. Bear was surprised to see all his neighbors at his door. Mr. Badger had brought him some wood and soon had a fire going in the hearth. Squirrel had brought a bowl of his best nuts, and Mrs. Rabbit had made a big pot of carrot soup. The mice carried in a large blanket, and soon Mr. Bear was snuggled up, feeling as warm as toast. That sounds nice. Oh, look how nice that is. They're helping Mr. Bear. Just a minute, guys. Get this properly. Can you see that, guys? Oh, no, I can't. Just a minute. Do that. Maybe it could be out. Yep, there we go. Okay, now I'm going to carry on reading. The animals took it in returns to sit with Mr. Bear, and they looked after him until he was better. That's nice. Mr. Bear still helped the other animals whenever he can, but now the animals help him back, because that's what friends do. Well, guys, that's the end of the story. So bye-bye. We'll meet soon. So bye.